Good morning, everyone. First of all, please let me introduce myself. I am Gabriel Porong. I'm in opening government side on this motion. So the motion of my debate today is this House would criminalize individuals and organizations who do not recycle. Currently, trash is still the main problem in the environment, whether it at home, in the regions, even in the world, especially regarding non-biodegradable plastic waste. Even in the sea, there is still a lot of plastic waste scattered, and it is written that the plastic waste has been since a dozen or even decades ago. Even though the government has also set regulation regarding waste management and also in recording waste, reducing waste, however, there is still a lack of human awareness in managing the environment, especially from the plastic waste. I often see that there are still many residents who ignore their garbage, let alone to manage their waste. To throw garbage in the place seems reluctant to do, as it is very difficult for them to reach the trash can. If we can reach the trash can, it will be nice for us to store our garbage properly and throw it away when we find the nearest trash can, or we can also throw it at home. Before discussing further, criminalization comes from the word criminal, meaning evil. Criminalization make a process that was not previously malicious become evil and can be punished criminally. And recycle itself, meaning is recycling is a process to return waste or materials, already useless materials into use again. This can be done by utilizing all certain materials or materials that will be reprocessed. By just throwing it away, items that are no longer used, then we will pollute the environment. In addition, it is also a waste of earth supply of materials that are very valuable. Recycling is an appropriate solution to the problem. The motion say that this house will criminalize individuals and organizations who do not recycle. Then why we need to firm on these things? First, because the amount of waste in Indonesia continues to increase every year. Even during the COVID-19 pandemic, waste in Indonesia continues to increase and does not reduce at all. This is very bad because if there continues to be a pile of waste, it will continue to increase and become uncontrolled. Based on the Ministry of Environment and Forestry said that the total national waste in 2021 reached the 68.5 million tons. Of that amount, as much as 17% or about 11 million tons was contributed by plastic waste. Director General of Waste and Hazardous Toxic Materials Management of the Ministry of Environment and Forestry, Rosa Vivin Ratnawati, said the donation of plastic waste has increased from the 2010. In 2021, it is estimated that Indonesia waste will amount to 68 million tons. The interesting thing is that the composition of national waste show a tendency to increase the generation of plastic waste from 11% in 2010 to the 17% in 2021. Second is that it has become a habit of people in Indonesia. If it continues to be done without affirmation and make these things as criminalized, then it will continue to be repeated and eventually have a bad impact on the surrounding environment. For the environment, plastic can cause pollution both in the soil, water, and air. In soil, plastic can block water and sunlight infiltration, thereby reducing soil fertility and can cause flooding. Plastic waste contributes 90% of the waste in the ocean. Unlike plastic waste in the ground that may not be exposed to sunlight, when it buried, plastic waste in the ocean can be freely exposed to the sun ultraviolet rays. As mentioned above, then there is photodegradation that breaks down the plastic into small size. Finally, toxic materials from plastic that have been fragmented, for example bisphenol A, enter the food chain in the ocean, ingested by living things in the sea, from the smallest to the largest, and humans who may at the top of those food chains get the accumulated effect of those toxic materials. Because there are actually many benefits and use of waste when recycled, such as recycled organic waste can be fertilizer for plants. Inorganic waste can also, and plastic waste that would reduce energy used during petroleum production and retrieval. Carbon emission can be reduced and our earth is good. And how to recycle? I'm gonna give a solution that maybe we have learned a lot when we are in elementary or junior high school. Namely, in the easiest way is 3R: reduce, reuse, and recycle. Reduce is to reduce the use of items that can cause waste, like carrying a tote bag when shopping. Reuse is to reuse things around us as much as possible, such as maybe bubble wrap or for wrapping or cardboard. And the last thing is recycle. Recycling or recycle is a process of processing waste into new goods that have benefits and can be reused. For example, plastic wrap used to the food or detergent can be collected and sewn into a waterproof tabletop. So what I want to say is this house will justify criminalization action to the people in organizations that do not recycle, because action are used to make people aware that the act of letting will have many bad effects on all aspects. By provide solution and how to do this by reduce, recycle. Thank you.